So for you MAGA simpletons, let me see if I've got this one straight. You guys voted to deport the immigrants that come in and do the vast majority of the shit work in the US. Low level, low pay. And you want Americans to do those jobs because in your simple fucking mind you think that the immigrants were taking those jobs away from Americans. And at the same time, you voted for Trump and Elon to increase H1B visas so immigrants can come in from other countries and do the high-level work in the US, and they do it for less money. So that means Americans are going to get less of those high-paying jobs. So make your fucking minds up.
Trump supporters keep messaging me that they can't wait to get America back. Back to what? Lynchings? Coat hanger abortions? Internment camps? Child labor? Barefoot and pregnant? Seriously? Either say what you mean or shut the hell up.
Hello everybody, Happy New Year and welcome back to the MAGA Freak Offs 2025. Imagine pledging your loyalty to someone who promised to put America first again, only to watch them completely flip the script. That's exactly what's happening right now. MAGA Trump supporters across the country are losing it, feeling betrayed by the very man they believed in the most, Donald J. Trump. His latest moves have left even the most diehard fans stunned, questioning everything they stood for. Let's take a closer look at the chaos unfolding in real time. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and see you in a bit.
The MAGA party is in complete disarray. Our country is in complete disarray. Donald Trump has sided with Elon Musk, who is not even an American, when Elon Musk just told his party, the MAGA party, to go F themselves in their face after Elon Musk said he would never hire an American because Americans are too lazy and are not bright. And then Vivek Ramaswamy doubled down and said he agrees. Now these MAGA tech bros make up about 10% of the MAGA party. 90% of MAGA, the traditional MAGA, they are America first. They are not happy with this. And Donald Trump yesterday took Elon Musk's side over the large majority of the MAGA party. And so where do we go from here? We have Donald Trump set to take office January 20th, when he is representing approximately 10% of Americans, the MAGA tech bros. We've learned that he is not America first. He is not pro-American worker. We've seen from his appointees, from his budget cuts, from his proposed cuts to our programs and our departments, that he is not America first. And so, where are the leaders? Where are the adults? What's the next move? Because nobody, no Democrat, no independent, and I would argue about 90% of the MAGA party wants a man that sides with a South African billionaire who literally is using his money to influence Congress, to influence his own self, and the decisions that he makes as president. Nobody wants to be in this position. And so we shouldn't have to be in this position. And guess what? We don't have to be in this position. Just because of traditional norms, that can go out the window. We are in an unprecedented time, and that calls for unprecedented measures. And so, I personally think we need a new election. We need a new Democrat and a new Republican nominee, and we need a new election. We need to get this done fast, but we need somebody who represents the majority of Americans, not just a very tiny sliver. And we don't need these people that are greatly compromised having influence in our country's decisions that not only affects our country, but affects the world, which puts our country at risk and makes us a target. especially when we have someone like Elon Musk, that is the most wealthy and most powerful man in the world, saying things like, "Go F yourself in your face." That is a threat. Domestic and global threat. And that cannot be tolerated. So I want a new election. I want a leader that represents America and puts America first.
So take a look at what right-wing MAGA's saying right now as well on social media. At Elon Musk, because no one really cares about American workers. We just got betrayed, Corey writes. At Elon Musk, we've been massively rug pulled. Keith Russell, if the visas are not addressed soon, this is going to be a huge fallout. This other MAGA account goes, I despise him for this and regret my vote. To vote for Trump. At least Democrats are openly evil Marxist traitors. Okay, relax. This MAGA pretender Trump has already betrayed American citizens in the worst possible way and is not even in office yet. At Elon Musk. So Trump just openly admits that he's okay with Elon Musk calling every American effing stupid. Well, guess what? I voted for Trump and I'm starting to regret my vote. We have been manipulated and fooled to believe in Trump. More statements coming out. This one from Groiper Crusader. Yes, I regret my vote for Trump. Trey Santana. If it benefits him, he's for it. He doesn't care how it affects others. You think? Dark MAGA 82. Say goodbye to all your popular support, Donald. TJ Fla. We voted for @real Donald Trump and JD Vance, but got Elon and Vivek. MSNBC was right. So much for Make America Great Again, Carolina. Trump is not the same Trump of 2016. Sad. Godfrey. We got played hard. They are some very advanced deceivers. Relax. Not so advanced.
So for you MAGA simpletons, let me see if I've got this one straight. You guys voted to deport the immigrants that come in and do the vast majority of the shit work in the US. Low level, low pay. And you want Americans to do those jobs because in your simple fucking mind, you think that the immigrants were taking those jobs away from Americans. And at the same time, you voted for Trump and Elon to increase H1B visas so immigrants can come in from other countries and do the high-level work in the US, and they do it for less money. So that means Americans are going to get less of those high-paying jobs. So make your fucking minds up. Do you want Americans to have high-paying, high-quality jobs or not? It's a simple question and one that you seem to be so fucking confused on.
Trumpers, come and get me. We got breaking news. Hey, listen, Elon Musk versus Donald Trump. Here we go. Look, Elon Musk, I guess, thinks he's the damn president or something because I'm reading some articles here who Elon Musk is actually saying on X, which you can go read, that he wants to remove some of the phony people out of the Republican Party. Also getting into it with some of the major players in the Republican Party on X, which then he goes on to ban them from X. Like, what are we doing here? Like, again, who is the president? Some of the Republicans are even calling him out, telling him on X, you are not the president. Donald Trump is the president, even though we may not like that. But still, he's not the president. He cannot go around and just start chopping people down because he thinks he has all this power. But hold on a minute. Does he really have this kind of power? We don't know what Donald Trump has promised him. Also, I think Donald Trump probably sold America out to Elon Musk. When you have somebody give you $500 million, which is almost $1 billion to get into office, seems like to me Elon's calling the shots, and now as it states in these reports that he's trying to get rid of some of the Republican Party. This is just a mess, and it's all Donald Trump's fault. If we would have had Kamala Harris in there, we would not be dealing with these type of problems. So MAGA, I hope that you get what you're, I guess I hope you get what you're happy with. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just a shit show. So you guys have a good night. This is going to be a wild ride.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Viv. Can I call you Viv? I really need to thank you. Not only was your asinine tweet the inspiration for one of my most successful TikTok rants to date, you are also helping me prove one of my most controversial points. And that is, MAGA has never cared about illegal immigration. They have only cared about brown people entering the US because they are white supremacists. When MAGA candidates were exploiting the crimes committed by brown men against white women, I said, this kind of smells like white supremacy. They said, oh, stop it, Corinne. This is about law and order. Then, when they turned their fury to the legal Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio and Logansport, Indiana, I said, you think we can consider this could be white supremacy now? And they said, oh, shut up, you dumb liberal woman. This is about taxing resources that should be saved for the American people. And now MAGA is pissed because a brown dude is telling them, I'm hiring foreign workers because you all are stupid. Could we maybe consider it's white supremacy now? America first has always meant white America first. And here is a tweet from Indiana's embarrassment of a Lieutenant Governor-elect Micah Beckwith. Time to put Americans first. We need to question if any immigration policy, legal or illegal, is in the best interest of the citizens. Because it's never been about illegal immigration. It's always been about white supremacy. Let's look at what happened 100 years ago. The Immigration Act of 1924, also known as the Johnson-Reed Act. It was created in response to concerns about the ethnic makeup of America, national security, and competition from foreign workers. It greatly reduced the number of immigrants entering the United States and was one of the contributing factors that plunged this nation into the Great Depression. And what was happening in the United States in the 1920s in the lead up to the passage of the Johnson-Reed Act is something we are seeing now: growing unrest, growing income inequality. And those in charge do not want us to turn our ire to them. They want us to blame a scapegoat. So, immigrants.
Oh, this is fucking hilarious. Y'all really thought they were going to be productive? They're not even in office yet and they're already at each other's throats. This is actually what y'all voted for. Because let's get real. It's not going away. And I'll eat my words if I'm wrong. But we're about to have 4 years of MAGA civil war.
Why are Republicans still acting so defensive? Like y'all won, right? Why do you need to be defensive now? Do you actually understand? Do you actually know what's happening? Is that why?
Members of the maggot militia, has it set in yet that Mango Mussolini will not be making decisions with you minions in mind? Has it broken through that the Bone Spur Bandit will not be looking out for anyone but billionaires? Do you now comprehend that the Capitone Coward does not care for anybody but his cadre of cronies? Are you starting to feel it come to fruition that the Fanta Fascist is only going to be looking out for rich folks? Does it sting a little bit that the stuff he is now saying is not quite what he used to say? That deep-seated ball of desperation you are trying so desperately to ignore? That, my not-so-fine friend, that's called fear. Fear, because you got what you voted for, but you forgot to put your eyes on the fine print. Fear, because everything we have tried to tell you is starting to come true. Fear, because the Fanta Fascist might not just be a funny name I call the wannabe Fuhrer. Fear, because you bonded over bigotry not knowing his main motivation was always money. And now look at you, stuck with the South African super dork who says hiring Americans would be Silicon Valley's undoing. That's right, the elongated muskrat says Americans are too stupid to supply Silicon Valley with ample applicants. And what does Don the Con say? Well, that's simple, kids. He defers to Daddy Super Dork. Little Donnie says his operation has always depended on hiring foreign help, but that is not what he said when he was running back in 2016. These very same visas are the exact same ones he campaigned against so vehemently. So from the outside looking in, it seems not even Dementia Don knows where he stands. But he sure knows you suckers are gonna eat up anything he serves. Real quick, MAGA, let me ask you this. When are you gonna stop letting this pathetic excuse for a man run your reality? Actually, you know what? Stop. I'm about to drop the gimmick and give it to you straight because this shit is sad. Y'all really sat there and let this man sell our country to the highest bidder, and for what? Some bigotry and broken promises. Honestly, I do not know what makes me more sick. You sad, pathetic sacks of human excrement that seem so hell-bent on setting our country back 60 years. Or my fellow poor folk who somehow really believe they are nothing more than temporarily embarrassed billionaires and will do anything in their power up to and including throwing a boot to get an invite to the party. Wake up, people. You are not even playing the same game. These folks won't even sell you a ticket to sit in the stands. It is okay to want to be wealthy, but I swear some of you folks would sell your own grandma if it would mean you got to be in on the grift. And what's even funnier is some of you folks are so close to class consciousness it could bite you, but you can't seem to figure it out. God, it's just so fucking frustrating.
Now you're finding out, you dumb fucking idiots. Now you're just figuring this shit out. You're so fucking stupid and you deserve it. You fucking deserve it because you're so dumb. Jim, it's hypocrisy. So go with me here. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity and how you were taken. I'm cackling in Kamala, says in Shanta. You have been co-opted because you're in a fucking cult and you don't even realize it because you have stupid MAGA brain and you don't get it. How stupid and dumb are you? And I'm just going to I can't wait to go through this. Okay. So I'm going to read this again. So Krishnan's appointment triggered an anti-Indian backlash on social media, particularly given his past advocacy for increasing green cards and immigration broadly. Oh no, immigration. We can't do the immigration because it's hot in here, guys. Sorry. Woo! Thank you. We can't do the immigration because, the immigration, it triggers some people. You know what they're saying about the anti-immigrant stuff, right? Who's in to say that one of the jobs you might be seeking won't be one of those white jobs? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, people online are saying anti-Indian backlash.
So your statement about me being negative towards the U.S., you're absolutely spot on. I am negative towards the U.S., in spite of living here for the past 41 and a half years. I grew up believing that the U.S. was the greatest nation in the world. And I'm not the only one who has lived in the U.S. their entire lives and has been blindsided by the information that that's not true. If I've learned anything from making the series about how the world sees the US, it's that other people in other countries were not taught that the US was the greatest nation in the world, like we were led to believe. Many of us grew up believing that other people all around the world were desperate to come here. And now you might say there are still people coming in all the time, and that's true. But pay attention to who's coming here. Where are they coming from? What are they coming to? What are they leaving? People coming from a third world country to the US is not a flex.
Alright guys, there you have it. Trump built his entire movement on one simple promise: putting America first again. That was the foundation of the MAGA, what brought millions of people together. For so many of us, it wasn't just about politics. It was about finally having someone who cared about us and our country. Now we are watching him make moves that completely go against that promise. Whether it's his recent decisions, endorsements, or deals, it feels like Trump isn't putting America first anymore. He's putting something or someone else ahead of us. Now people are noticing. Across the country, MAGA supporters are starting to freak out. They are feeling betrayed, confused. I'm seeing tweets, clips, and even influencers in the movement questioning everything. People are saying, this isn't what I voted for. I trusted him, but now I don't know what to think. Honestly, I get it. This isn't just political issue, it's personal. For so many, Trump wasn't just a politician. He was their guy. That one guy who would fight for them, who understood them. So when he makes moves that feel like a betrayal, it cuts deep. So what does this mean for MAGA? Is this the beginning of a divide in the movement? Could this push some people to look for new leaders? Or is this just a bump in the road? I don't have all the answers, but here's the bottom line. We have to think critically about this. This isn't just about blindly defending Trump or jumping to hate him. It's about accountability. If we can't demand honesty, integrity from the leaders we trust, what do we really stand for? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you seeing this shift? Do you feel the betrayal? Or do you think there is more to the story? Drop a comment. I want to hear from you. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. Thank you again for choosing us today. See you on the next episode.